Hey, Coach Devin here. Let's talk about scams in fitness. And when I say let's talk about it, I mean me, you, and my boy Hendrix. He doesn't look so impressed, but right now he's doing a little cuddling because he's been home by himself all day and he doesn't like that stuff. If you get a chance, please subscribe to this video. It's right down below. All right, scams in fitness. There are lots of them, unfortunately. And the reason there's so many scams in fitness is because it's very easy in fitness to be a snake oil salesman. Okay, there's just a million ways to do it. And when you do it, you actually sometimes can get people results while you're scamming them. So they think that they've done something good. And that just, then it perpetuates the scam and off we go. So let's just talk about scams. How do scams in fitness work? I mean, how's that even possible, right? Like, you think they would be scientifically disproven. Okay, well, here's the problem. You want to get into all this. Hendrix feels that he doesn't like scams in fitness either. Do you, Hendrix? No? Not really? All right. So here's the issue. And it actually is not as challenging as you think. The issue goes like this. If I sell you lean tea, and lean tea is like a thing out there. You drink this and you're going to get skinnier. Okay, that's ridiculous. I think anybody with a brain in their head knows that's ridiculous, but it is a thing, and people are buying it. Why? Because they're desperate. They don't know, and people want an easy route. I mean, everybody wants an easy route, right? I mean, if somebody, that's why people get scammed by, somebody saying, I'm the Prince of Zimbabwe, and I want to send you some money. People are like, okay, I'll do that. Why? Because they're lazy. People don't like to work, and so the tea, for example, an easy one in fitness, that's an easy scam. Hey, listen, drink this tea and you will get fit too. Okay, well, it's not really the way it works. Because what happens is they sell you the tea, then they sell you a little bit of a diet plan. They say you should eat a little bit better. You tend to eat a little bit better. You're drinking the tea. And lo and behold, you lose a couple pounds and you think, the tea, it did it. It's not. It's your food. It's your exercise. It's not the tea. But this type of stuff in fitness is prevalent. In fact, it's insane. I one time saw a post online where somebody claimed a scientific study that 2 glasses of red wine a day was the same cardiovascular effect as exercising for 30 minutes every day. Okay, now if anybody out there is confused or one going, hey, wait a minute, I can just drink some wine? You can't. You can't take in extra calories, do less work, and assume you're going to lose weight. And cardiovascular, heart health, that's what we're talking about, cardiovascular health. Heart health, it doesn't happen from drinking wine on your couch. It just can't. It is what it is. And no one's trying to be rude about it. It's just, these are the facts. It's not a real thing. But there are scammers everywhere. And why are there so many scammers? The reason is actually pretty simple. Because fitness is a multi-billion now dollar industry. There was a time that fitness was not a multi-billion dollar industry. Fitness was a lot of bros working out in the gym. And I'm not a big fan of the whole bro science, bro sesh stuff. I hate taking the word session, shortening to sesh and then saying it. It for whatever reason annoys me. I don't know why. It could be the fact that I have an English literature degree and I like to say actual words, but, go figure. Anyway, that's not really all that important. Not that long ago, when I was a younger person, I'm 46 years old right now, but when I was a little younger, I was in university, after university, when I first started my fitness career, really, I started in university, but I say I didn't start in university really because, it wasn't a full-time job. It was, I've been doing this for 26 years. It's a long time, since I was 20. When I was that age, there was not a lot of people in the gym. When I would go to the gym, there'd be some women who were on treadmills or on bikes or on stair climbers, not the step mills that we have nowadays, like the old school stair climbers, right? They'd be on that and they'd be on there for 2 hours. It was a normal thing. Guys lifting weights and talking about how they're going to, eat better, and nobody had any idea what they were doing. I mean, no idea. I had no idea what I was doing because the certification I took back then didn't really give a whole ton of information. I mean, it taught you about lifting. I already knew a lot of that. It talked a little tiny bit, like fractionally about food. And that was it. There was not much out there. There just wasn't a lot of information, and people were consistently confused. And because they were confused, and because fitness is a confusing, or can be, and I shouldn't say it is a confusing, it can be a confusing topic for some people because you're coming at it and you don't know anything about it. Fitness, for a lot of people, is like me fixing my car. Somebody said, Devin, you're going to change the brake pads on your car. Okay, I know how to brake the car by putting my foot on the brake. I don't change brake pads. I don't change oil. I don't do that stuff. I hire somebody to do that because I don't know about it. Fitness for a lot of people is like brake pads are for me. I don't know. And I'm really not all that interested in getting into knowing them. So fitness is confusing for people. Because it's confusing for people, there is a foothold for people to jump in there and sell you things like lean tea. Or for me, something that I actually bought into at 19 years old, something called cybergenics, which did not work. It was a ton of supplements that did nothing. Outside of making my ears super red, they're a little red right now because I'm warm, but it had niacin in it, and it just made your ears red and made you sweat a lot. And it had these ridiculous workouts, and I bought into it. Why? I wanted to be more fit. I didn't know. And even nowadays, there's all kinds of stuff around that. So how do you protect yourself? What do you do to not end up hooked on that? Well, number one, follow reputable coaches. The nice thing about social media is everybody's got a bully pulpit now. Everybody can talk. You have a place where, you can hop up and you're at the bully pulpit and you can talk. It's not really the bully pulpit. I get that's the president, but you know what I mean. Everybody's got a spot. Everybody's got a pulpit and they can preach from it. And that's great. And there are some great coaches out there who will give you real information because they're just trying to help. That's what I try to do. I try to give real information. I'm not trying to sell you anything because you know what? If you want to buy something from me, watch some of my videos, figure out if I know what the hell I'm talking about. If you feel like I know what I'm talking about, come see me. Contact me. I'm happy to work with you or have one of my trainers work for you. But there's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of people who are just very fit, who will sell you workout plans or get ripped guides or, whatever, lean tea or ketogenic drinks or whatever. There's tons of it out there. Fat burners. Fat burners really don't work. They just don't. But especially now because there's no ephedrine in them. So, fat burners really are only effective if you have an ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin stack. That's how they work. They don't work outside of that. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them out there. For a long time, people were buying fat burners, even after the ephedrine was taken out, just taking them because they got them all riled up, right? Because there's a ton of caffeine, B12, whatever. People are doing that. That's how this works. It's a scam. There's tons of scams out there. The nice thing about social media, like I said, there's good coaches. Look out, find yourself, look around. Just because a coach is ripped to death doesn't mean he or she knows what the hell she's talking about or he's talking about. There's lots of coaches online on Instagram who are in their thong, sticking out their butt and going, I'm a booty, whatever. I'm the booty master. I'm the booty this, and I can give you a booty, or I can get you abs, or I can make you hot. Lots of that. There's lots of guys out there that are just jacked right up, and they're like, yeah, I can teach you how to look like me. That's not a thing. It's just not a thing. And the reason is these people aren't real coaches. They don't do this for a living. They're an influencer. They're attractive. They've got a good body, either through steroids or genetic luck. And they're selling you a product, which they don't probably do themselves. That's how this works. Unfortunately, as we know, half of the internet is probably bullshit. It just is. That's how it works. Half of the internet's probably fake. And when it comes to fitness, I would say probably, 2/3 of it's faked. The one thing to remember is there are good coaches. There's great coaches out there who will tell you the truth or aren't just trying to jam something down your throat and sell it to you. And you know what? If you want to buy from them, you will get results. That's why we post, and I post pictures to our Instagram, Facebook. Why do I do it? Because those are real people that I've actually worked with and that I actually know and that have had success. And there's a ton of them. Why? Because I give people good information. Because I give them the information to let them get good at what they're doing, reach their goals, and go out on their own and do it. If they choose to stay with us or stay with me, that's great. But my goal is, and it always is the same, to teach you how to eat better. And if you eat better, You will progress, and you may not need me, but that's okay, because you know what? You will tell people, I went to that guy and he did a great job. So there's lots of people out there who will do good work. Just be careful of the scams. Anything that is too good to be true is too good to be true. I promise you that. Just like Cybergenics, don't get tricked like me. Just because somebody does a crazy before and after, question that. Make sure that that's real. There's lots of fakes. Just do your homework, follow people that are honest and straightforward, and you'll be fine. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.